Ukraine's acting president has announced the start of an anti-terrorist operation in the east of the country, but on the ground witnesses reported no signs that Kiev forces were ready to storm state buildings occupied by pro-Russian rebels. The interim president said the operation would happen in carefully planned stages, step by step. Alexander Turchinov spoke 24 hours after an ultimatum expired for the separatists to lay down their arms. This morning, he said, an anti-terrorist operation has started in the east of the Donetsk region. The aim of this action, I emphasize it once again, is to protect Ukraine's citizens, to stop terror, to stop criminality and stop attempts to tear Ukraine apart.
Armour, supply trucks, artillery, even a helicopter, briefly. Driving east and then north around the town of Slavyansk, held by pro-Russian militants. A tide of local hostility to Kiev gathered near the Kramatorsk airfield. Shots fired in the air as local men, one perhaps drunk, tried to approach the newest arrivals. Ukrainian troops who flew in hours earlier.
Today was the day Kiev sent in troops to try to wrest back control of the east. But it didn't go well. Crowds of angry locals surrounded the soldiers and their armoured vehicles. A warning shot fired into the air failed to disperse the protesters just outside the town of Kramatorsk. A short while later, some of those same armoured vehicles are seen on a Ukrainian TV station, making much faster progress, but flying a Russian flag.
A column of Ukrainian armor moving into Slavyansk, the focal point of the pro-Russia forces, basically gave up their equipment and it's been brought here to the center of Slavyansk, where it's become a local amusement.
Сейчас на окраине города Kramatorsk стоит колонна украинских военных. Как вы думаете, как они будут действовать дальше? Что случится с ними?
Они могут это оружие забрать. Может свое оружие забрать и уехать в свои подразделения. Кто захочет остаться, те могут остаться.
This is the second column of Ukrainian armored personnel carriers. The Ukrainians are still in possession of them, but they've already been surrounded by a crowd of pro-Russia protesters who are trying to convince them to disarm and have stopped their column in its tracks as it was trying to move into Kramatorsk.
Мы пришли протестовать против войск, против введения войск на мирную территорию. Здесь людей с оружием нет. Если бы они ехали бы на учения, они бы ехали не с рожками в автоматах заряженными. А сейчас они вот вооруженные. И сейчас вот сидят заряжены с автоматами, рожки в автоматах. Это как понимать?
А вы тоже пришли для того, чтобы остановить эту колонну, чтобы она дальше не двигалась?
Да, зачем? Тут мирные жители.
Мы здесь живем, вот я здесь живу 5 километров. Здесь Малогорановки, с Ивановки, со Старого.
Здесь все собрались, те, которые переживают за свою, как
На
это,
Ивановку
дети,
тоже
все.
нагадали.
Военные, мы все делаем по команде. Офицер сказал, мы спрыгнули к машине, сдали оружие. Все.
Какой приказ вы выполняли, когда сюда приехали?
Ребята, все, сейчас начинают разоружение. Все, все.
Камеры, убрали камеры, всех убрать.
Так, все, так, расступитесь. Первая машина сдала затворы.
It's another unsuccessful day for the Ukrainian counter-terrorism operation. These guys have been disarmed, but at least they're going to be able to keep their vehicles, and they're heading back to their base in Dnipropetrovsk.
Is there not a grassroots movement, though, by Russian speakers in eastern Ukraine who are not happy with the current situation, that you have to maybe show them more that this is an inclusive country and that they can be part of the new Ukraine?
We can do more. So to support their local needs and to meet their demands. But you can't talk to those who hold arms. They are deaf. They usually listen only to the Russian radios and Russian communication channels. So let's split. We have terrorist plot supported by Russia. And we do have difference in my country. That's true. Every country has differences. But we are ready to bridge all these differences.